any reason, come to a place of rejection of the Christ or crucifixion of the Christ within us, in a perpetuation or an attempted perpetuation of this idea of just going on demonstrating human good, the opportunity quickly comes to us to experience the resurrection, because we realize very quickly that now that we have this health and supply and companionship and all human good, that there is a void within us. There is a lack. There is something missing. And it is then that the Christ is resurrected within us. It is raised up from the tomb of forgetfulness or rejection to which we have thrown it. And once more it comes alive in us to show us and reveal to us that the ascension lies just ahead of us. Now, in this resurrected form, we witness the full activity of the Christ. We see now that the Spirit of Christ within us walks through closed doors, walks through walls. It is not killed by bullets, bombs, or knives. It is never destroyed. And regardless of the human circumstance that surrounds us, in 3 days, at any time, the Christ can raise up our entire experience and lift it into this resurrected form that can produce its meat and drink spiritually, that can prove that it is not formed of matter, it is not limited by material circumstances or material beliefs, that it is risen above the limitations of human sense, personal sense, physical sense, and that it has a spiritual life which is self-maintained and self-sustained. Now, we are still in this world, but not of it. We still partake of the nature of its good, and yet not by any means by which we heretofore have lived, but rather now, through this resurrected Spirit, which now completely dominates our lives, culminating in the experience described by Paul, I live, yet not I. I live, yet it is not I that's living, it is this Christ within which is living my life. And outwardly, I am flesh and blood, and outwardly I perform the same functions of my business, my art, my profession, whatever it may be, and yet it is all taking place because of an inner activity, an inner spirit, by means of which my whole human life flourishes. This is the experience of everyone. Everyone who attains the Christ attains it first of all in their most depressed or debased state of mind. And as it proves itself in their experience and restores unto them the lost years of the locust and provides them with their health and supply, it leads them to that point of realization where we know that this isn't enough. just that the Spirit of God give us 3 meals a day or 4. And when we witness the experience that lies ahead of us, this is our point of rejection. And that form of rejection usually takes place in a sense of postponing. Let us postpone this day a bit. Let us enjoy a little bit longer this human good that I'm having. I'll come around to the Christ. Very soon now I'll get into deep meditation. Very soon I'll live in and through the Spirit exclusively. But then comes the resurrection. And it always follows a period of barrenness in which we have ample of every bit of good that there is on earth, and yet are incomplete, yet are unfulfilled. And this experience is followed almost immediately by our acceptance of the resurrection, by our full and complete acceptance of the Christ, to lead us not into more and better human conditions, but to lead us into the actual experience of the Christ life.